There is just no way that we are going to sit here and accept, even by police, to say that these three men have just frozen to death. They want us to accept this. They want us, you and me, to accept that frozen. That's what they gave us. Stated by one of the other friends, how, who we know, Willis right here, just said that. And then police said no foul play. Now, again, I'm not saying that he 100% did something, but I'm not going to sit here and say that he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know absolutely nothing. If you're new here, you're probably wondering, why am I saying that? How do I know? Because just like as we did with, for instance, Savannah Soto's case, when Christopher Preciado said his initial statements that his statements was conflicting with the affidavit and evidence. Well, his is kind of conflicting as well. Willis here, the fourth friend, was there at the house, at the party. Gathered around with his other friends, the three other poor victims, having a good time in a house, his house. Jordan Willis. How is it possible that Willis is okay, not talking it to the police, not doing absolutely anything when people come knocking on his door, when people go to him seeking for answers, phone calls and texts? He doesn't even contact or talk to absolutely anyone. But it takes for the police to knock on his door, for him to finally open up his house door. It takes for the police, for him to come down in his boxers holding a glass cup, an empty cup of wine, I was told. Brother, you're making it seem like something that's not it. That's what it seems like. You're making it seem like who comes to, you come to the door. Just think about it. Why are you coming with a cup? First of all, what are you trying to make it seem like? Like you were drunk? Brother, stop it. Why come with a cup to the door? You could have just came with nothing in your hand. I understand your boxes if you're sleeping, but why come only when the police? Nobody else. People were knocking on your door. I have that video that was said by one of the close friends. I have it right here. And we're going to be talking about that because I brought up two videos that I had yesterday, these two, but I have two new videos that we're going to break down and talk about. I also have some of the elements that I had, the apartment. This is the backyard where they were found. I have all those photos. I also have I have someone who's going to go to the house and take some photos and videos. Literally, somebody's going to go to this place, and I want to better understand this crime scene as I see it. I brought back the dates, and I brought back the timeline, and I brought back this graph of the weather that day. And I'm going to explain why I brought this back. I explained this yesterday, but I'm going to reiterate for specific purposes. I brought back, I didn't bring this back. This is new. It's a timeline, but it was also a statement provided by the police and the families and close friends, photos and videos that I would like to share with you guys. It's pretty sad over here. We have some of the videos of them playing and messing around. We have, David Harrington, Clayton, sharing these memories. We definitely see these guys in a good light. Some people painted a very bad picture of them, saying that these people did drugs and they were bad people and la, la, la. I don't believe that. I mean, hey, if drugs were involved, okay, I can't sit here and tell you that it wasn't involved. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, as I did see a couple of comments, people were saying that they did it to themselves. They were probably crackheads. Absolutely not. These are terrible comments that I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't believe that these guys, all three together, took hardcore drugs and passed out outside. No, I don't believe that. I don't. In my opinion, I don't. I think these were just three fine, healthy young men that needs to get their voice heard because something does not seem to be correct here. Something doesn't seem to be correct. Absolutely not. Okay, we don't know who they really are. You know, we're strangers to them. But right now, hearing all from their friends and families, and then one of their Clayton's fiance, reading about their history and everything, they seem to be perfectly normal, fine, healthy men. Now, I did get some DMs from you guys, and I appreciate that. I did ask you guys if you have any updates, information, or stuff that I don't have, please send it to my DMs on Facebook or Discord. That would mean a lot to me. But before we continue, Ashley, you did made it. Before we continue, do me a big favor. See what Ashley just did? See what she just did? Ashley just joined, and she immediately hit the share button. Thank you. Can you guys do me a favor? On Facebook, hit the like, share, and if you're brand new, hit the follow button. My people over at YouTube, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you're brand new, that just means follow. And hit that share button. Share it to your Twitter, your TikTok. Share it to your Facebook. Share it to your Reddit. Whatever you like, whatever you can do to get this word around. I do get the facts. I give the data. I am here. And do me one favor. Tag one friend. Tag one friend who will be interested in this case, who can help share this, who will be wowed, who will be pretty upset about this because 3 guys mysteriously dead and behind someone's backyard and says nothing. I call bullcrap, bullfuckery. That's what it is, all right? So let's start with and we got some questions for this guy who moved, right? He just what? He packed up and moved? The guy's gone? U-Haul truck? I mean, I'm not going to say if you have nothing to hide, don't run. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I don't know what's going through your mind. I'm not saying that you did this or something, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you got to give some answers to us. You got to give something. All right, guys, so let's start and let's see what we got for the newest updates, all right? I'll definitely read some articles for you guys, and thank you for sharing and tagging your friend. Let's go.
Of 3 men found dead outside of a Kansas City home following a Chiefs game. It's getting more and more attention and begging more questions about what happened.
Yeah, the person who owns that house says that his buddies just froze to death. Friends and family say the timeline is just one of the many details not adding up here. Kelsey Kernstein joins us to help break it all down. Kelsey, what's the latest today?
Adrian and Marky, good morning. So right now we are, of course, waiting for that autopsy and toxicology results. Those, of course, could take weeks. Now, the key issues that people want clarity on: why did these 3 men allegedly freeze to death? Why was the homeowner allegedly ignoring people banging on his door? And what evidence did police have to almost immediately rule out a homicide investigation? Now, here's what we know. On Sunday, January 7th, the 4 friends were at a...
This is a very good breakdown. Let's try to pay attention to this. This is what we know, okay? And I like the diagram that's being presented here. It definitely... It can help us paint a picture, especially with a visual timeline, okay? So I'm going to let her speak, and then we're going to dive into it with ourselves, okay?
Now, here's what we know. On Sunday, January 7th, the 4 friends were at a home outside of Kansas City to watch the Chiefs game. Now, the game kicked off at 3:25 Central Time and ended almost exactly 3 hours later, according to a post on the team's social media. For the next 50 hours or so, loved ones heard nothing. A friend telling News Nation exclusively that, quote, early in the day on Tuesday, January 9th, the homeowner had seen messages from concerned relatives and was aware that at least 2 of the men had not made it home. Now, according to police, that night, one of the missing men's fiancé showed up at the house. She banged on the door, but no one answered. So she broke in through the basement and found one of the men dead on the back porch. She then called police, who found 2 other men dead in the backyard. Now, the next morning, police then issued a statement saying they found no obvious signs of foul play, adding that a search warrant wasn't required due to the homeowner's cooperation. Now, 3 days later, on Friday, January 12th, the victims were identified as 37-year-old David Harrington, 36-year-old Clayton McGeene, and 38-year-old Ricky Johnson. Harrington's mother told News Nation exclusively that, quote, nobody believes this story. Here's Mal Jackson, a reporter at News Nation's Kansas City station, on his conversations with his sources.
It is sort of interesting because all of the times, police departments are evasive for different reasons. But in this case, and in conversations with sources and, on the record and off the record conversations, I think the police department is as bewildered by this case as I think America is starting to become.
Our News Nation station, WDAF, reports that neighbors even saw a U-Haul truck in the driveway of his home, but we do not know why. But again, the homeowner has not been charged, and he is cooperating with police. Now,
okay, I want to put that. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna break this down. Hold on.
there is no timeline for the toxicology reports, but according to the DOJ, the average turnaround is more than 30 days.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, so I'm going to break this down real quick. I just found out something where she just said, hold on.
A homicide investigation. Now, here's what we know. On Sunday, January 7th,
4 friends gathered to watch the NFL game. Okay, we do not know if there's more than 4 friends. They didn't say there is. They didn't say there isn't. Let's just say Willis had nothing to do with it, which I do know, I don't know. Tracy said I turned off Lifeline to watch this. Thank you, Tracy. I can't just say that there is foul. I personally cannot say Willis has definitely done something. I'm keeping an open mind here. So keeping an open mind, I'm also going to keep in mind that there could potentially be more friends. Now, the police, they didn't say that. They didn't say nothing to the public saying that there is or there isn't. It just states 4 friends gathered to watch NFL game. Only the 4 friends, right?
the 4 friends were at a home outside of Kansas City to watch the Chiefs game. Now, the game kicked off at 3:25 Central Time and ended almost exactly 3 hours later, according to a post on the team's social media. For the next 50 hours or so, loved ones heard nothing. A friend telling News Nation exclusively that, quote, early in the day on Tuesday, January 9th, the homeowner had seen messages from concerned relatives.
The homeowner has seen messages of the concerned, friends and family. 50 hours later, this is the dilemma we are left with. This is exactly why that we are so stuck. It's because this man was cooperative with the police, but yet he was not cooperative with the family. You understand what I'm saying? If you have absolutely nothing to hide, right? Nothing. Then why not be cooperative with the family? Why not? I'm going to read some of the comments I see on YouTube and Facebook. Guys, we're going to take phone calls today. So kind of get your questions ready, okay? Today's the day we're going to take phone calls. Yesterday, I kind of want to understand the story, but now we do understand. Now it's time for some questions. Guys, call in. Let's share ideas and theories. Let's talk about it. And then we're going to, let's understand this. Thank you so much, Starry Night. I appreciate you doing all that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's try to get to 100. He was a scientist, Lynn says. Absolutely, he was. He probably still is. Hot Honey over at YouTube says, well, he is a scientist, so who knows if he created some type of chemical that may have ingested, which caused them to gasp for air and ran outside and passed out. Possibly. I mean, we can keep our heads open. I want to talk about finding them outside in just a second. I do have the pictures. We're going to talk about that. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Trust me. But I'm going to continue this and talk about what she says here because it's interesting. And then we're going to jump to that. Sue M., our first star giver, 300 stars. Sue M., thank you. She says, thanks for always keeping us informed. Thank you very much for the stars. And thank you for watching. And congratulations on your star badge. Mary with 100 stars. Mary Bellman. She says, thanks for all you do. Mary, thank you for watching.
And was aware that at least 2 of the men had not made it home.
At least aware that 2 of the men did not make it home. Now watch this. The car's in the driveway. We're not finished. We got some new information. Jeanette with the 100 stars. Thank you, Jeanette. How are you, mama?
Now, according to police, that night, one of the missing men's fiancé showed up at the house. She banged on the door, but no one answered.
She wasn't the only one. She wasn't the only one.
She broke in through the basement and found one of the men dead on the back porch.
So it took the fiance to go inside, to break in, to actually call the police for him to answer that door. That makes no sense. Teresa, thank you, Teresa. Lord, appreciate you.
She then called police, who found two other men dead in the backyard. Now, the next morning, police then issued a statement saying they found no obvious signs of foul play, adding that a search warrant wasn't required due to the homeowner's cooperation.
Obviously, he cooperated and said, hey, you can come in the house, bada, bada, bada. But of course, there's nothing in the house. They're dead outside. I mean, there could be something in the house. Hey, yeah, true. It could be. Could be. Absolutely. It could be. I'm trying to not make him seem like he did this, and I'm not saying that he did, but I don't care if you have cooperation. Look what happened with Braciados and other people. Of course, they're going to be cooperative. If you're not cooperative, it's obvious that you're up to something. You're going to be cooperative. You're going to say, yes, come in my house. Ask questions, look around. Of course. People who are not cooperative would seem to be more people who have something to hide. Am I not right? Absolutely. Juanito over at YouTube says, I feel like he gave them something to impair them. I feel like that is the only reason why they didn't get in their cars or call for help. Is there a gate back there? There is a gate in the back. We're going to look at the house.
Now, 3 days later, on Friday, January 12th, the victims were identified as 37-year-old David Harrington, 36-year-old Clayton McGeene, and 38-year-old Ricky Johnson. Harrington's mother told News Nation exclusively that, quote, nobody believes this story. Here's Mal Jackson, a reporter.
Okay. I believe this is the wife. People were wondering who was the wife that was banging on the door, who broke in. Let me tell you something. If I was married, if I'm so lucky in the future to have a wife, right, who will go looking for her husband. I hope in the future my wife, whoever I marry, will go looking for me if I'm missing. I will be like Denzel Washington in Man on Fire. I will go and do whatever it takes to go find, that missing person. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the wife. I cannot say yes for sure. But she's the one that did all the breaking in and all that stuff. And she discovered one of the bodies. I don't know who. Mary Bellman again with the 100 stars. Thank you. Monica Poole. Thank you for the 200 stars. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Now, I see people throwing drugs. They smoke weed and all that. They probably did. They probably drunk alcohol, smoke weed. Who doesn't? But last time I checked, my friends that smoke weed are not frozen outside. Let's be clear on that, okay?
At News Nation's Kansas City station on his conversations with his sources.
It is sort of interesting because a lot of the times, police departments are evasive for different reasons. But in this case, and in conversations with sources and, on the record and off the record conversations, I think the police department is as bewildered by this case as I think America is starting to become.
Our News Nation station, WDAF, reports that neighbors even saw a U-Haul truck in the driveway of his home, but we do not know why. But again, the homeowner has not been charged, and he is cooperating with police. Now, there is no timeline for the toxicology reports, but according to the DOJ, the average turnaround is more than 30 days.
Thank you for watching.
Damn. Go to 30 days we will have to wait for toxicology. Somebody made an interesting comment yesterday. Somebody said, hey, no, since they're frozen, whatever that was in their system will still be there because they were frozen. Well, guys, we are actually only, have you guys noticed something, by the way? Have you guys noticed that what we're saying about being frozen? Hot Honey with the $9.99 in the super chat. Hot Honey, thank you so. Hot Honey, thank you. Appreciate that very much. She said in her comment, I will get it up in just a second. Sorry about that. It deserves to be up there. She said, just showing you the channel and all, the Chronicle family, my daily love. Honey, we love you. Honey, thank you so much. Shout out to Hi Honey over at YouTube. Thank you. Guys, we are, okay, so you know this word frozen that we're talking about, right? This word frozen that we're saying. Ooh, that's wrong. Why is that in my face? We are saying the word frozen. This word frozen. Found, frozen, frozen, and frozen. Well, who said frozen? Who said frozen? You know what I'm saying? Only one person said frozen. And you know who that person was? The only person that actually said frozen was this guy. He was the only one, from what I know, used the word frozen, and everybody has been tossing that word around. Well, yesterday when I told you I looked at the map, the weather map, and I proved to you guys Kansas City. You know, I went to their exact city. The temperature is on 37 to 39. Probably wind chills, right? Okay. Now, I went to ChatGTP, and I asked ChatGTP, and I asked her, hold on, let me see if I can get ChatGTP actually where we can listen to her. I also cross-reference on Google as well. I don't just use ChatGTP for every single thing. I like to get my sources correct. Let me see something real quick. I said, hey, can 39 degrees, can it freeze a body? Nah, it can't. It can't just freeze a body. It can't. 39 degrees is not going to freeze. 37, you name it, 35. People say, no, it wasn't. It was negative 30. Guys, I don't know where you're getting negative 30 from. I don't know what sources or where'd you heard that from. But that's not true. That's not, it wasn't negative 30. I don't know where you're getting that from. This is Missouri, past weather from Kansas City, saying that on 12 a.m. Sunday, January 7th, was 34, and it went up to 37 degrees. You can't freeze at that time. You know what I'm saying? So the bodies weren't frozen. That was a word said by the guy, Jordan Willis. And this guy tossed this word to the point where people thought they were actually like, they were found very, very cold. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go based on what I've heard. I'm going to go based on the facts. Somebody said, Tu Madre said, I heard it was 30 degrees. I'm not going to go by what I heard. I'm going by the facts. And that is 34 to 39 degrees. 39 being high, 34 being low. Okay? Throughout the day of January 7th. So since this word was being thrown away, these people, don't look at them as they were frozen to death, because that word was tossed, being as they were cold and frozen and stiff. 2 to 3 days later, you're going to develop some rigor mortis, also cold. You understand what I'm saying, right? So people are going to be like, frozen, they're frozen. These people died not because they were frozen. They died over something mysterious, rather first being frozen. You understand what I'm saying now? They died over something else rather than them being died from being cold to death. People believe that they died from just completely being cold. I am not going to accept this. I am not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept that these people completely died from just by the cold itself. Now, I showed you guys through ChatGTP, I'm going to get it on. I'm going to do it again. Can you freeze to death at temperatures of 39 degrees?
No, freezing to death typically occurs at much colder temperatures. 39 degrees Fahrenheit is generally not extreme enough for that. It's uncomfortable, but not life-threatening in most cases.
When hypothermia sets in, how many degrees does it need to be for you to get sick or to be introduced into hypothermia?
Hypothermia can start setting in when your body temperature drops below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It's important to stay warm in cold conditions to prevent this.
And how long does it take for you to enter hypothermia, get sick, and then die? How long is the whole time frame?
The time it takes to enter hypothermia varies based on factors like clothing, wetness, and individual tolerance. Getting sick can happen relatively quickly, within 30 minutes to a couple of hours. Death from hypothermia might occur after prolonged exposure, ranging from hours to days, depending on conditions. It's crucial to seek warmth if you suspect hypothermia.
And what temperature does it need to be to enter hypothermia, average?
Hyperthermia, or overheating, can occur when your body temperature rises above 104.
No, she said no, that's wrong, overheating. So the point that I'm trying to make to you is it's a less probability of them dying over the cold. It had to have been something that induced them, something that, made them impaired to even be a cold to be a factor. You understand what I'm saying? This is not confirmation bias right here. This is not that. I'm trying to make sure that we look at things with common sense and science, okay? Now, I know that alcohol could play a factor in it, but 3 guys wasted in a backyard. This backyard, this is where it happened. You're looking at it. You are looking at it right now. Yes, you are. But 3 guys, coincidentally, guys, we're talking about coincidentally, in the backyard, died. You get what I'm saying, right? It happened in the backyard. Look at the gate. Look at the door. If something happened in the backyard where they all 3 passed away, doesn't that like, that's not gonna sit, that's not sitting right. That's a big backyard. Does Fent raise a lower body temperature levels? Wow. Here in Las Vegas, we do not have backyards this size. Come to New York, we don't have that either. Somebody posted something. Hold on real quick. Guys, remember, what is this? Somebody shared something. Guys, get ready for the phone calls, okay? Hold on. We got another video. That we have to watch. So like and share. This is a brand new video, correct? Oh, no. It's not. It's not a brand new video. That was the brand new video. This is the video that I want to watch again, guys. Let's watch, because there was something else that we missed.
Canada on you again, because tomorrow in my hometown of Winnipeg, north of North Dakota, the high temperature will be 0 Fahrenheit, the high. And the overnight low will be -5. And that in Canada, in Winnipeg, is what we call Thursday. It's not a problem for us up there. That's standard op. I grew up that way. That's like an average winter day. We bundled up like Kenny from South Park and off.
Somebody shared a link and they said that they sent me an article about it being wind chill to -20 degrees. That's not that day, though. That's not the day. You're giving me an article that was on another complete. That's not the same day. That's not even the same team that was facing Kansas City. The team doesn't really matter. What matters is the day, the city, the location, the temperature, an accurate description. Would it be possible some sort of football gambling has to do with this? Especially when football gambling, I don't know the motive of these. I can't say homicides because they're not treating it as that. They're treating it as foul play. I mean, no foul play. They're not. I can't say homicide, but I can't say that's a motive. I don't know.
If we went to school and work and we knew how to survive it, but we also knew this. It could kill you if you mess around. So don't get drunk and pass out in a snowbank because you can literally die. Which brings me to Kansas City. It's a place where I don't usually think that kind of thing can happen, but, never say never. Because police there say 3 friends, die-hard Kansas City Chiefs fans, got together at their buddy's house 2 Sundays ago to watch the Chiefs take on the Las Vegas Raiders. And that was the last anyone heard from them. From David Harrington, from Clayton McGeene, and from Ricky Johnson. For 2 whole days. Friends and family just kept calling and searching for these guys. Until one family member decided, hey, let's go check back at the house where they watched the game. And wouldn't you know it, they found all 3 men dead, frozen, on the back porch and in the backyard. Weird.
You see what I'm saying? This is why I'm putting so much emphasis on that word frozen. People are very fixated on what they currently hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that's how they died. We don't know is what I'm saying. So people are stuck on frozen. They're very linear. They're very just tunnel vision. It's not, don't look at it as just frozen, okay? Christina, can you send me that picture of my DMs? Remember, guys, you guys got all the intel. Send me some stuff. I'll show it. If you got anything, send it. Christina, send it. Send it to the DMs. I'll show it. You got pictures of that truck? Send it over. We're going to watch it right now. Don't be fixated because we don't know the cause of it. It's because what the condition they were found in. There's a difference here, okay? There's a difference. Think out, exactly what Michelle said. Think outside the box, kind of outside the box. Outside the box is thinking like it's more than just what we're being told. There's something, there could be more to this. You're just so, don't be stuck on frozen. Don't. You're not going to look at this case in different perspectives, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Think of it as like, if they were frozen, what led to the moment? What in the events occurred during the lead of them being frozen? Frozen is just how they were found. These men were found frozen. Frozen. Okay? Frozen is like, you want to know what frozen is? -20 degrees. Your clothes are wet and it conduction happens. Wet touch clothing, clothing now wet touch body, that's conduction. And now that temperature hitting remember, higher temperature occurs when there's more water around. So, leading to frozen. What, guys, I could be taking drugs. I could be taking, I have drunk, trust me. And I might get a little numb, but I know when I need to wake up, go in a house, or when I'm cold. Let's not be fake here. But we're talking about three bodies. We know toxicology is going to tell the story, but we still want to understand it for ourselves. I know when I had either enough or going, let's just say that these men didn't know. They didn't know, guys. Let's just say that, we're going to go back here. Let's just say that these men didn't know. But three didn't know? 3? Hell no. I refuse to believe that. I'm not changing my mind. There's no way. There's no way. Now, one of them was like, oh, I'm going to go inside. Now, could one of them just be Willis? Could one of them be Willis? Where he was like, okay, you guys stay outside. You guys go ahead. I'm just going to go upstairs. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ah, that's the key word right there, isn't it? Tomorrow. Willis, you could have been that 4th guy. Like me. I was like, guys, you guys could chill outside. I'll see you guys. Good game. Good game. But Willis, the difference between you and me, again, I'm not saying you have anything to do with these deaths. I can't say that. I cannot. But I can say speculation allegedly. It's my theory. Not saying that as fact. But me, as their friend, if I was that fourth friend and that was drunk and wasted, I would have want to know what my friends are. The same friends that you were, drinking at, like, that's me with my friends playing football. Let's go. Catch that interception, whatever. Whoever's your team, you run the 40-yard line to the 30, all the way to TD, touchdown. We're cheering. We're spending these moments. You're having this good rapport with your best friends. You're not going to tell me that 3 of them vanished and then you wake up the next day and not call them, text them, worry, or nothing? Willis, you would have to be 2 things, in my opinion. Either a really bad friend, but last time I checked, bad friends don't invite people over to their home. You would have to be a really bad friend, or you have bad intentions. Because good, what was that? Because good friends don't not check on their friends they haven't heard of. Good friends don't ignore phone calls, text messages from their spouse or members, families, friends. Good friends don't say nothing without any word for days. Come on, the trucks are outside your home. We looked at the home, Willis. It's gated on the sides of the right and the back, but not the front. We looked at the home. Look, Willis, we know what the home looks like. Look at this is the backyard, but this is the front of the home. It's open you have an easement. You can see. Willis, you can see their cars. Look at all those windows, Willis. Look at these windows. What's going on? Look at this. You didn't go outside once. You didn't look outside once. You didn't collect your mail. You didn't change the garbage. You didn't throw out the garbage. Nothing that would have sparked your mind. I would have been like, let me check that backyard. How you didn't do that? Again, I cannot say that you had something to do with this, but there's something that you cannot say that you didn't have no knowledge. Willis?
Weird. I know, but here's where it gets even weirder. The buddy who was hosting the football night, he did not have much to say except they froze to death. Again, there is a scene from The Shining in his backyard. They froze to death. So the families of those 3 men rightfully want more answers, and that is where Malik Jackson comes in. He is a reporter at Kansas City's Fox 4 News, and he's been on top of the story since it broke. Look, I don't know how the police are investigating this case, Malik, but I would be really suspect if all the host of the party could say was they froze to death and not much more. What am I missing?
Yeah, it's a story that we really don't understand. It really doesn't make sense. And for full transparency, we've reached out to KCPD, the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, and they seem to be bewildered too, because as you were speaking about being from Canada and the temperature being low, it has been cold here over the last few days with this Arctic blast that moved in. But that particular Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the high temperatures were over 40 degrees. So
Dun, da, da, da. There we go. So it looks like what we found was true. I told y'all. I told you that.
So it is really interesting how they would have froze to death. More importantly, they're at their best friend's house. So if they're at their best friend's house outside, if they get cold, theoretically, you'd think you could go inside of the home. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of questions, Ashley.
And look, we saw the pictures, and it's pretty clear these are not elderly people, they're not disabled people, they're not kids, they're 36, 37, and 38 years old, prime of their life. The homeowner in this case, has anybody said like that he might be a suspect here? Like, is there at least an investigation where something sounds hinky, so we're doing something about it?
So there is an open investigation, and right now police haven't named a suspect or even a person of interest in this case just yet. We do know that the day that that Fox 4 was able to break this story, that we were able to make contact with his family, and that's how we figured out that he was telling his family members that his friends froze to death. But over the last weekend, a viewer sent us a tip, and there was a U-Haul outside of the home just this last weekend. So it begs the question, where is he? And the only person that could answer that is him right now. But
where is he? Where is Willis? A U-Haul truck from Willis. Christina sent me a picture, thank you very much, from a TikToker. Don't know who it is. But there was a U-Haul truck in front of the house. Now, I must say this. I am getting somebody, hopefully the person said that they're going to do this. I'm getting somebody to actually go to the house. Now, just in case, I like plan B's and C's. If I can't get no one, if anybody tag somebody that lives in Kansas City for me. Tag somebody that lives in this city for me. Missouri, Kansas City, if you can. If you know somebody, or even you, it would probably take 10 to 20 minutes of your time. I would appreciate that very, 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 very much. I would love for people to go out there, or anyone, just to record some specific videos and photos that I would like. That'd be dedicated to Chronicle. If you can. If you can't, perfectly fine. No worries. But yes, so this U-Haul truck, let me actually block this. I don't know who this person is, so just in case they don't want to be in the photo. This U-Haul truck was in front of the house. Now, typically, you guys know I don't like fake news. I don't like rumors. I don't like the bull crap or nothing like that. So looking at the house, on the side of it, so we know that the two garage doors, right? So let's go to, hold on real quick. I'm going to check right now. Shit. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Going here. Just in case. I mean, people get it wrong. We know this, so let's not be fake here. People get it wrong. This is the house. 5208 at the bottom right side. Okay, guys. Right there, the window. We go back here, two at the bottom, one on the left, two at the... That is it. Yep. There was a U-Haul right here. Yep, that's yeah. I have family there, but you already misquoted me, so fuck that. What? Oh, okay. Anyway, so when could they have been given a sleeping agent and froze to death in their sleeps? That's a possibility. I'm not gonna knock that. Possibly, they all wanted to try something in the backyard. That's. I'm not knocking that. That's a good one. Possibly. Could they have been giving I would think cops would have checked cameras, at least go to... What did we learn about that, guys? On all these cases we covered, they probably did. They probably doing that also. seeing who else is there. Definitely they're checking cameras. Hey, no, what's up, Becky? How are you? Welcome. Shout out to all my green members wearing those beautiful crowns over at YouTube. By the way, YouTube, if you're a member, I got some new emotes for you. Have a look. Spam those emotes if you got a badge. Go ahead, YouTube. Also, the house looks like it just does in the pic you have up, except that snow, but there's, okay. What about cryonics? So, chronics? What do you mean by that, Laura? Listen, who has had over their phones voluntarily? 1, 2, not 3. Forget that. That's not a coincidence. Bobby Brown. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying right here? Read that. You see what I'm saying? We're going to come back to this. We're going to come back. So the U-Haul, we know, is there. We know the U-Haul.
Wow.
No, his family members that his friends froze to death. But over the last weekend, a viewer sent us a tip, and there was a U-Haul outside of the home just this last weekend. So it begs the question, where is he? And the only person that could answer that is him right now.
So does anybody know where this guy is? I'm going to be honest. Does anybody know what this guy is? Karen Marie says, hi, I'm new to your channel. Hi, Karen Marie. How are you? Welcome to Chronicle. Chronicle is going through a name change, so it won't be Chronicle for long. Keep that in mind. I just got notified. I'm so mad. It's okay, Becky. Don't worry about it. Cops might be tailing him. Hey, Ed, that's a very good comment. Possibly. I love this comment. Possibly. They did that with Christopher's mother. Yep. But I thought he was he was cooperating with the police. You see what I'm saying? I don't know where you're getting that information from. Michelle, where did you... This is... yeah, you probably heard that from another podcaster. Let me finish this video.
But
wow.
no suspect. There's no person of interest that the police department has enlightened us about at this point.
Okay, you are a great reporter. You were able to talk to the mother of David Harrington. Her name is Jennifer Marquez. How is she digesting what the police are saying to her?
I mean, it's difficult. She just doesn't understand how this could have happened.
Wait, is this glass broken? Where's the broken glass that they talked about? How do I join your Discord? Everything is in the description, guys. Everything is in the description over at YouTube. It's in the description. Look at the bottom. You see, it says, "This is my Discord." You click that, and that's it. You join the Discord. Yep. Where's the members? Your emotes. So if you're a member at YouTube, you just click the emotes, and then you have all those emotes. See, look. See? There you go.
As we talked about at the top, it just really doesn't make sense. And she's in that state right now. And speaking of state, she lives out of state. So she's in Arkansas. I actually spoke with her again on the phone today. She's making her way up to Kansas City, but this was her oldest child. He wasn't even supposed to be born. So she calls him her miracle baby. And now he dies in this weird manner, and she wants answers. We spoke exclusively, with her last week. And here's what she told us. Take a listen.
With questions after 3 men were found dead outside of a Kansas City home last week. David Harrington, Ricky Johnson, and Clayton McGeene reportedly went to a friend's house, all got together. These buddies got together to watch the Chiefs game, and they never made it home. That was on Sunday, January.
I love this timeline. Somebody said, Carrie said over at YouTube, she said, why is it like that? Why does it look like that? Sorry about that, guys. You can read the comment right here, guys. Carrie says, if the U-Haul was parked there the whole time, it was definitely planned, and he left so he can hide evidence or how it happened. Maybe it has a storage unit to hide some stuff. So, Carrie, I know for a fact that the U-Haul wasn't there the whole time. No. I'm not gonna. That's not true. So the U-Haul was there after these events occurred. After the police got there, the U-Haul, that happened after. Just want to be clear on that. Sunday, January 7th, I love this timeline. 3 men went to their friends' homes to watch a Chiefs game. Tuesday, that's the temperature, by the way, 39 degrees, okay? The reporter that said over 40 degrees, that's incorrect. That wasn't true. That reporter was wrong, respectfully. That's wrong information. It was low 34, high 39, okay? And it changed 6 p.m. It was 37, and 6 p.m. it was 39, leading into the night 37.
January 7th, and 2 days later, after no luck with getting hold of the man who hosted the gathering, the fiance of one of those men broke into that house and found one of the bodies on the back porch. Police found 2 more in the backyard. The homeowner was reportedly at the house and spoke with police. He was not arrested, not been named a suspect. By the next day, police ruled out any foul play, affirming that this is a death investigation and not a homicide case. But they have not revealed what led them to that very conclusion. And joining us now, we want to bring in Natalie Kay. She was friends with David, Ricky, and Clayton.
Yo, what she says here, this is why I'm replaying this interview, because so this is her Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, right? Kaylee, right? Oh, wait, this is... So these are the friends, right? Wait, I don't want to play this, and it's a business page. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, this is them basically. Yeah. So this is their Facebook page of. I think this is their friend. Wait, he had a sister. Oh, that's Lindsay. Excuse me. Okay, I'm trying to get the names correct. Lindsay. So I think this is the younger sister. Lindsay is the friend, right? I'm trying to understand this. This is public Facebook, so I'm trying to give her respect. I'm not trying to show anything else, but yeah. So Lindsay is the friend, and these are the guys. Yeah. That's Clayton right there. That's Clayton, right? Yes. This is that David? Yes. That was them watching the game. And this is David and Clayton right here.
Hilarious.
Play the audio. This is Clayton. This is Clayton right here. I'm so sorry. Why does it look so lopsided, guys? I'm so sorry. I believe that's Clayton right there. They're just, friends and family, man, just having a good time, man. Look at this. Like, it's just like, look at this. Yeah, man, this is just so sad, man. All right, watch this, guys. I want you guys to read this with me. Victims found. Okay, now there was a report. There was a statement made by the police. Initial gathering, right? Sunday, January 7th. David Harrington, 37, 38-year-old Ricky Johnson, and 36-year-old Clayton McGeene went to a friend's house to watch the Kansas City Chiefs game. The game kicked off at 3:25 p.m. CT and ended in almost 3 hours later. According to the Post and on the team's social media, for the next 50 hours or so, loved ones heard nothing from them. Police say the 3 bodies were found at a Northland home. Okay, we know this. Searched by the fiance. The fiance is the fiance of one of the men showed up at the home and started banging on the door, but no one answered. She broke through the basement, found one man dead on the back porch. That's right here. I'm going to show you. Right here. Right here. Right here. Exactly right here. Look. Right here. Okay. Did I lose that? Yes, here it is. And found one man dead at the back porch and called the police, who found the other 2 men also deceased in the backyard. That is right here. Right here. Same fucking place. Like, let's talk about it. How was she so easy to see that, but Willis didn't see it? She broke into the basement. Basement. Guys, basement. When she got to the backyard, she saw the bodies. Does that make any sense to you? This is the basement. Went here to here, and look. She immediately saw it. How did you not see anything, brother? How? Tell me, man. I want to know. How do you break into the basement? How? How? She broke through the basement, found one man dead on the back porch, and called the police, who found the other 2 men also deceased in the backyard. Police issued a statement the next morning saying that found no obvious signs the next morning. Go fucking figure. A search warrant wasn't required because obviously he was cooperating, of course. January 18th, Jacob, a spokesman for the Kansas City Police Department, sent News Nation a statement saying the next phase in the investigation would to receive the medical examiner's determination of the cause of death. That would be the thing. Oh, okay, this is a quote made by him, okay? By Jacob. That would be the thing that would drive any additional investigation steps. So basically that would be it. That toxicology report, medical examiner report. There is no change in the preliminary investigation findings. There have not been any indications of foul play. You know, just because they say that doesn't mean it's true. I'm staying with what I said. I stand by with what I said. Look at the back of the yard. Please, a small storage unit. It's a shed, I believe. That's a shed. Yes or no? Correct me if I'm mistaken, guys. All right, I'm going to open up the line for the phone calls. Let's go. Let's get into it. Where's it at? YouTube. Where you at, YouTube? Boom. All right, guys, I am going to pin that phone number. Please text with your name. We'll give you a call. You're going to be live on air. Don't be nervous. No, you're open to your theories. No one makes fun of you or nothing. You're fine. This is a safe space, okay? I really want to hear what you guys got to say because this case is crazy. There is no way that the fiance immediately, when she broke into that basement, she immediately went up and approached the backyard, found the body. How can Willis miss that? It doesn't make sense. All right, guys, you are good to go to text. But where's it at? Pin the phone numbers. There we go. Before we do the phone call, okay? Hit the like and hit the share on Facebook. YouTube, my beautiful YouTube people, do me a favor. What is it? We at how many likes we have? 212, but almost 600 people watching. Can we hit that like button for me? I would appreciate that very much. That means a lot. Thank you. You don't have to if you don't want to. He probably used something untraceable or rarely looked at during autopsy. I'm not going to knock that, Michelle. Michelle, I'm not going to knock that theory either. I'm not knocking that theory. Let's read into his report. Let's read into Jordan Lewis. Meet the IAVI scientist applying new and emerging technologies to one of the toughest challenges facing HIV vaccine researchers today. Okay. Jordan R. Willis, PhD Senior Principal Scientist. Neutralizing Antibody Center. What is our focus of the work? I am a Senior Principal Scientist and work on data science, deep learning, and synthetic biology. I work with it. Now, don't, guys, just because it's scientists, you know, I know people are like, he must have did something, you know? Just keep an open mind, okay? In Chief Lab of the Scripps Research IAVI, Neutralizing Antibody Center, NAC, to apply data science, software development. Whoa, this man does a lot, okay? So he's successful. Okay, immunogene engineering in the germline targeting problem within HIV vaccine development. I also conduct the data analysis and interpretation for IAVI's clinical HIV vaccine trials. Generally, the problem we face is that there are only a few ways in which we think we can effectively. I mean, how does he do it? Immunize against HIV. Immunize against HIV. So he's trying to find like a cure or a vaccine. I like to think of an immune system as a military academy where we are training soldiers antibodies to fight HIV. That is, we need super soldier antibodies bodies ready to protect against infection before it can take hold. Sadly, these super soldiers are not hanging around in our immune system ready to fight. And we must train them from cadets. That's where vaccines come in. They are designed to train cadets into soldiers. Here's the catch. Okay, so this is his whole fucking shit. I'm not going to get into these details. I am a Kansas City resident. You are, Tony? What's up? Welcome. I saw a lot of people are kind of like, I know people are saying they want to call in, they want to, but guys, the phone number is pinned. All you have to do is text your name to the phone number that's pinned. You have to text your name, and then I'm going to give you a call, okay? Members are priority, so let me know if you remember, okay? Let me know if you remember.
Natalie, words are failing me here. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you for speaking with us this morning.
Thank you.
What has the last week been like for you after learning the news, and how are you holding up? I know you're close with these three.
Yeah, thank you for asking. I feel like it's, obviously it's three people, so this is a huge loss. A lot of family and friends have a lot of questions that unfortunately haven't been answered yet. And I think at this point, most of us are really just hoping to be able to get some of those answers and understand some of the inconsistencies and what happened here so that we can, have peace and understand, what happened.
Yeah. And I think for all of us following this story, whether you knew them or you're like me, you're following this story from afar, something doesn't add up here. I mean, three guys don't just get together and freeze to death while they're watching a Chiefs game, which is what the guy who lives at that home told police. What's your gut check telling you, Natalie?
I think it's important to note that these men were all friends. And so I think initially, no one wanted to speculate that anything intentional or malicious had happened. I think that's fair to the fourth party to state, but I think at some point something went terribly wrong, and unfortunately there was a party here that was alive and well, and I think that there was a lack of regard, maybe out of fear of consequence, out of fear that it might implicate him. I think that to make a blanket statement that these men froze to death is unfair.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's the case, to be very honest.
What about you guys? What do you think? I'm gonna take. And I like this comment. I'm not taking it away the fact that he is a scientist. I'm not taking that away. This guy has very extensive knowledge of biochemistry. Anything could have been lethal. Michelle, I'm not knocking that neither. I'm very open-minded. This is a serious case. These people died, and it's just mysterious. Something happened. Yo, this sounds like some Resident Evil type Umbrella Corporation testing. Yo, Steve, over at Facebook, that's a fact. It does. It does. Now, again, I'm not going to sit here and say that he did something to them. I'm not going to, I can't, you guys can say what you want. Over at Chronicle Me Nove, I can't just claim that he did. I can speculate. I can assume. I don't think Willis should be off the hook. There's no way that you don't know. But, on what he does, on what he does, his career, he dwells in this realm of, is it biochemistry, I would say? Is that his title, biochemistry? A biochemist? Excuse me. He is a scientist. Is he a biochemist? Where's his LinkedIn? Does anybody have his LinkedIn? I would say he is. Yes, I would say. I don't know for sure. I can't claim that. But I cannot just I'm not going to sit here and take that card off the table. I'm not. He's the mad scientist. Ashley, I'm going to hit you in your kneecap.
I'm not the scientist here, but I feel to imply that 3 adult men with access to a home and access to their vehicles would...
Jeanette says, I have LinkedIn and try searching him up. It doesn't pop up. Really, Jeanette? How his LinkedIn doesn't pop up? Something's going on here. Something is going on here. How does he leave? Once the police say that there's no foul play, he leaves. Why leave? Why did you leave so quick, Jordan? Why? Why did you? You left. Hold on. Why did you leave so sporadically? It happened on the 7th. They broke in on the 9th. No foul play on the 10th. We found out you left a few days ago. Why? It took you just a few days to leave. Why? I can't understand this. I can't. The cleanup crew, he works for Big Pharma. Ooh. Ooh, Ashley, I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not saying no to that, but I'm not gonna. That toxology report is going to prove what he did. Wasn't he a scientist? Yes, Kim, he was. He was a scientist. Why did they delete his LinkedIn? Why? He has U-Hauled, so he has to be dropping it off somewhere. This is why I wish I had a Chronicle fund fun account. I'm telling you, guys, a plane ticket straight to Kansas City. I would do it. Straight there. Jesus Christ. I need to get on this. This is bullshit. I would see closest U-Hauls. I would request Ring cameras to the nearest neighbors. This shit is not sitting right with me. I don't like this. I don't like it, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Fuck, man. I just need to. The person that contacted me through the DM, you said you live around the area. Please, can you get in touch with me ASAP? I would love to get some footage. If you can, I believe you said Monday, but if you could do it Sunday, or if anybody else around that area, that's such bullshit. The 7th, guys, he said nothing that night. He said nothing on the 8th. He said nothing on the morning, night, until the police got there. This is bullshit, man. And then he decides to leave when the police said on the 10th, it was dismissed as no foul play. I think something bigger. You think so, Ann Lee? Do a fund. I'll donate ASAP. No, it's okay. I don't know. I know people told me to do a fund. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't know anything about that. That dog sounds like the... Guys, if you hear a dog, I'm so sorry. It's my neighbor. Jeanette said, I searched him on LinkedIn and had a premium account, which means I can't connect with everyone. I can connect and search results. I can't read it. It's too fast. Are negative. He deleted his account, but everyone's records are public. He deleted his... Why would he delete his LinkedIn account? Oh my God. This case is going to drive me nuts. Savannah Soto, now this. Next is the kid that stabbed his mother to death. And the father got a new wife. I don't understand this. This is what it is to be an internet detective, huh? An internet sleuth. I can help you create a nonprofit. Oh, Melissa. Yeah, you could teach me, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you. Someone is responsible, starting with him. Guys, I know, but I don't if he left, where would he have gone that the police wouldn't know? If this motherfucker started a new life, if Jordan Willis started a new, he deleted his account so nobody can find him or harass him. Julie, and I get that, but he left. I am not going to forget about the wife. I can't believe she waited 2 days. Oh, I don't know. Feel free to message me. I'll send you a contact if it's... Melissa, you would have to message me. I'm so sorry. I can't... the kind of account that I have with everything. I mean, you don't have to... You could just tell me what website do I use? He has to have a cop friends. They whacked him too early. Wait, you think he's dead? I don't think he's dead. Wait, you believe he's dead? They whacked him? Vertigo 22, welcome to the Chronicle Club. Welcome to the family. Welcome, Virgo 22, welcome. Enjoy all your new perks, okay? Spam those emotes. Enjoy your priority and enjoy all the perks you have. Oh, and since the name is changing, you're going to get merch in a couple months. My condolences to the families. Absolutely. My condolences to the families. Absolutely, Bonnie. He's under watch, I'm sure. Tony, that's what I'm thinking. That they have him under watch. They have him under watch. They have to be. His website was deleted also. What? He's on Google Scholar. Ooh. Oh shit! You guys are. Who did this? Tammy. Tammy, thank you so much. Tammy over at YouTube. Thank you so much, Tammy. Appreciate you. One is not available. Vaccine induced neutralizing review. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I can't. An exact match for Willis could not be found. Nope. His LinkedIn is not found. I just went to look. Not found. This motherfucker went ghost. Yo, he went completely ghost. He did. Oh, shit.
Would,
let's finish this video.
All simultaneously freeze to death in 39-degree weather at the same time is highly unlikely.
Yeah. What more can you, when you say this fourth party, I believe you're talking about the guy who lives at the home who told police that his friends froze to death. Can you share any more insight about their relationship, how they knew one another? And also, have you been given any more details as to how he didn't know these bodies were in the backyard, or why he didn't report that they were in the backyard for days on end?
I actually did not know this man personally, was friends with all of the boys, but I only know of him. I've heard he's a very intelligent man. I've heard he is by no means stupid. He's a scientist, I know that they had all been friends for some years. And, I think that the big questions everybody has are,
Wait, they've been friends for years. Wait, what?
Him. I've heard he's a very intelligent man. I've heard he is by no means stupid. He's a scientist, I know that they had all been friends for some years.
They've been friends for years? Y'all, I am going to be completely pissed if the toxicology report just comes back all negative. I don't know how I would handle that. Jeanette with the 100 stars. Thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate you, mama. Thank you. You are right. He is a scientist. He's a scientist. He's a very intelligent man, only that she heard of him by those three guys. She only knew the three guys.
And, I think the big questions everybody has are, the inconsistencies in the story. How can you be in your home for 2 days and not know that, all of these people who they were adults, they were responsible for themselves. But at some point, Tuesday, he was made aware early in the day, messages that he did read, that, at least 2 of these men didn't make it home. So at that point, you have to ask the question, would you not get up and look outside to see if their cars are there, make your way through the house, reach out to any of these friends that were looking for them? And unfortunately, he didn't do that.
Yeah, something just feels off about this whole story. And thank you for watching.
I don't know. This is a tricky one. This was very tricky. This is actually more tricky than the Savannah Soto case. What kind of vaccine for HIV? Friends for years and she never met him? I guess, yeah. Yeah. He tried something and it didn't work. Smith, Monique, Manakay. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Thank you so much for the 100 stars. Thank you. Law enforcement did a what? A Brent Kopaka on him canceled? I don't know. Dog Mom, I feel so stupid, Dog Mom. Is that like a reference? If he is a scientist, I guess he knows what to use to erase evidence. How many of you guys think that this man knows something that he did not tell law enforcement? Yes or no? Does he know something that we don't know? Does he know more to the case? There he goes. Maybe she know. Comment yes, comment no. Michelle Rini says, hell yes. Carol, supporter Carol Johnson said yes. Supporter Christina says yes. Frenchie Mom says yes. Clever Girl, I like that name, says yes. Bonnie Brown says yes. Thigh Paradise said, yeah, duh. Mom, yeah. Oh my God, look at Facebook. Facebook is going crazy too. Not only does he know more, but he did more. Who said that? He did more than he's saying. He gave them something and gave it to be cold temperature. Could it be drug related? Could it have been like, you guys think that it's a poison? Just in theory, your opinion. Michelle Castaneda says, oh, hell yeah. Castaneda. Are you Italian? Katrina says antifreeze. What do you mean? Guys, if you have opinions, I gave you the phone number. Just call in. Somebody with the phone number ending at 225 sent me this. Hey, this is Noah from Chronicle.
Hi, yes. My name is Jeanette, and I have a theory, possibly. I do go to school for criminology and forensics, so hold on, let me close out your chat because it's like echoing. But I do study criminology and forensics, so we do deal with like cadavers and frozen. We have dealt with frozen bodies before, and if he did do some foul play, let's just say it happened inside and he took the bodies outside, if he just preserved everything that was in there, if he did do anything foul. And another thing is, as far as like what is it called? I'm trying to say it in words that people can understand. So in school we learned that when people freeze to death, they actually have this thing called, so we call it paradoxal hypothermia, which causes people to remove their clothing because their vessels actually expand their dermis. Like the vessels in the dermis constrict. So this allows the blood, which is obviously the warmth of the body, to bypass to the skin and become the temperature of, the cold that's being exposed to the body. So we would, let's just say if they do an autopsy, they're going to be able to tell if they actually froze to death due to the dermis, like the vessels in the dermis constricting. Now, it also depends on how they found the victims. If the victims had their clothes on, then that means they didn't freeze to death because there's no signs of hypothermia. There's no signs of them, obviously they froze to death. They're going to remove their clothing. It's just what the body does. And I just feel like something happened inside, and by him moving the bodies outside, whatever's in there is preserved. And I think the autopsy should be able to pick that up. There's no denying that. He just helped the medical examiner find it a lot sooner, even if it's like toxins, because we deal with toxicologies and pathology and anthropology. I'm almost done with school, by the way, but yeah, I just had to put that out there. Like
Right.
think
So let me
something more.
let me ask you a question though. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
This only the initial statement. The statement would have said that they found them naked or took their clothes off or some way. They just found them. I'm gonna heavily assume that it's with clothes. They just found them with clothes. So what would that?
Okay. So if they found them,
so if he dragged them, like he would have to drag them. So there's no signs of that. So could he? I'm not saying he did it, but I'm saying in theory, could he have allegedly gave them something and then told them to go outside?
It's possible, but even under like drug influence, like let's just say he gave them something to make them drowsy or hazy, their body's gonna automatically react, and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, it's cold." Like I'm sure.
That's what I've been trying to say to people in the chat. They're gonna know, like, okay, it's time to go inside.
Yeah, and there's people that can be like super, super high on drugs and super drunk, and they're gonna know like, oh no, it's too cold out here, we're going inside. But it's a possibility. I mean, it just depends. I mean, if it was snowing the entire night, overnight, and it took them that long to find the bodies, his footprints would be gone. Maybe that's why with the last body that was found, or the body that was found on the porch, he didn't have the means to move it, because maybe it wasn't snowing as heavy around that time. Because there's no way you can freeze to death in 30, 40-degree weather. It's not possible.
Right.
And if it would say like if they were found with clothing, then they probably something happened inside, and I think he carried them outside. Because if it was hypothermia, you're gonna have your 5 stages of hypothermia. You know, you have your severe, you have your mild, you have your the fatal hypothermia, which causes you, like, you're basically dying, you're freezing to death, so you're going to undress, which is something that your brain pretty much tells your body to do, like, hey, it's hot, like, take your clothes off. And so I think, like, I don't think they froze to death, to be honest. But the medical examiner will be able to tell due to the blood vessels, because if they are restricted, then, you know, it would show that, okay, that they froze to death. Like, their blood vessels basically expanded and came up to the dermis, which is your skin, keeping them warm. But the fact that if they still had clothes on, I mean, they did not freeze to death. There's no possible way. And I asked my teacher that today too, and he's like, no, there's no way. Because we worked on cadavers, and a lot of them being homeless people, and they are completely, like, stripped, completely, like, naked, because they're freezing to death. So they get hot, so they take their clothes off, and that's how they freeze to death. But I don't think they froze to death. I think something more foul happened, and he's just trying to play it off like they did freeze to death. But the medical examiner, we learned in school, like, they will pick up on anything. So if he gave them, say, I don't know, like, anything to poison them or whatever, you know, and then drug them outside, all he did, the biggest mistake that's going to get him caught if it was foul play, is the fact that the snow, him putting them in the snow to make it seem like they froze to death, just preserved the body, because it's not 80 degrees or 100 degrees, so the body's not going to bloat, the body's not going to excrete the
so basically, I learned warmer, wet temperatures decompose bodies quicker. So and then colder temperatures preserve the body. So whatever that's in there or in their system will be saved.
Stays in their system.
Will be saved in the system. It won't be expelled. It won't be mixed in any way. Because I know like in time, your body decays, especially warmer, wet temperatures. So things mix up and stuff, but it'll still pick up. But like colder temperatures, it is more preserved. And yeah, I totally, yeah. I mean, that's basically what I was trying to say earlier with the point that, you know, it's not that cold for them to die being frozen. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they don't just die just straight frozen dead. Like something had to occur which kept them from outside and died. Like they just died, and then they got colder and colder, rigor mortis, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and rigor mortis, it usually appears within about an hour to 2 hours after death, but it depends on the temperature. And that's why, like in our classroom, we have the so we call them drawers. We preserve the bodies in there. We have to keep our classroom at like 40 degrees, sometimes 35, but to preserve the body. But the fact that he put them in the snow, you know, they're not going to excrete any bowels or anything. So whatever he gave them is going to be found by the medical examiner. Now, if he has ties to law enforcement, that's a different thing. Like but I think the truth will come out, and I think something more horrendous happened. Maybe a bad bet or something, or he didn't like what was being said and just decided, hey, I'm going to do this, and put him outside, which explains why maybe his dog wasn't there. Didn't want his dog sniffing around them bodies.
But that's a possibility. That is a possibility. Yeah. I mean, that's a very good way of thinking about that. That's very good. All right. Thank you for like saying these theories.
Yeah,
this is
I just
very
wanted
good.
to let you know, like, the truth will come out eventually. The medical examiners, they'll find all that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for calling. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
You too.
How one man killed 3 men at the same time. This is why we're here, baby. They all died at the same time. They all died around the same location. Smith with the 600 stars together. Thank you so much. I hope I said it right. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I really do. The dogs were at a friend's house. I don't know. I heard families. I heard friends. I don't know. But I was told that the dogs weren't there in general. Maybe he just didn't want the dogs barking since they were, you know, watching a game. I can't say officially for sure. It's so suspicious. It really is. With no restrictions, had that had to been a man of, he may have took the dogs since he was having, hold on, let me focus. He may have took the dogs since he was having company over. Being a scientist, maybe he used the same method to see if it would bring their pulse back. I have no idea. These are wild theories. I don't know. That's tough. I just know that, okay, let's look at it like this. Okay, here it is. I got a good way of looking at it. So you guys, okay. This is where it all happened, right? Right? This is where it happened. So let's look at for what we have. Why is there one body found on the porch versus 2 found in the backyard? That's 1. Point number 2. Why did they all coincidentally deceased around the same time? You see what I'm saying? That, and then a guy who reports nothing. This already speaks red flags. This is a big no. Big no. If they had just died, he would have called 911. He didn't do anything. Anything. I got a member that's calling Hot Honey. Give her a call. Remember, guys, you get priority if you're a member. Text the number, all right? Text the number.
Hello.
Hey, Hot Honey, how's it going?
It's going. This case is driving me crazy.
I know. I know.
It's an
nuts.
X-File episode from hell.
This is. I'm telling you, this is nuts. But yeah, you have any input on the case?
So, not so much input, just a lot of questions. So, first off, one of the people, I forgot her name or his name, in the chat made a good point. When the police showed up at his door, the first thing he said was, they froze to death. So that obviously meant that he knew they were outside. There's no way for 2 days, like, your friends' cars are still in the driveway, whether you were drunk and you went to bed, like, that doesn't make any sense. That was your first response. You didn't play it off like, oh, well, I think they left. I went to bed, and, like, nothing. So that's, like, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Then the young lady that called a little while ago definitely agree with the whole hypothermia. I forget the name of it, where you take your clothes off. That was something that was discussed in the Kanika Jenkins case. But the police, like I said in the chat, when they come in and there's 3 dead bodies, they're going to search inside as well as outside where they were found. They said there was no signs of foul play. So there's no way, and 2 of the guys, if I'm not mistaken, are kind of big guys. He's kind of big, but again, just like the Savannah Matthew case, dead weight is way heavier than a living person.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that nobody in the neighborhood, the game was in the evening, people are home on a Sunday because people got to go to work the next day, nobody heard anything if they were outside for all that time and they were alive when they went out there? No one heard them like trying to bang on the door to get in. Hey, let me in. Maybe he was drunk and passed out, whatever. But again, their cars were in the driveway.
Yeah.
Why would you not try to go to your car?
You are correct.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that is. You're right.
I'm just totally baffled. Somebody's cameras, like Savannah and Matthew's case. I used to live in Kansas City, Missouri for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard gunshots, stabbings, car chases, all of that.
Right.
This case, I'm at a loss for words. Like,
I know.
Everything is going to come down to the autopsy. My biggest question is, what was each one of their times of death? Did they die within minutes of each other? Did they all collapse and die at the same time? Like, this is one for the book. I'm in shock.
That part where you mentioned about the cars being in front of the house, I cannot understand this. Like, okay, we have things to look at. We have how they died, but we also have to look at why didn't Willis answer the phone calls? Why didn't he contact anybody? Why didn't he call the police? Why did he open the door with police with boxers and an empty glass of wine in his hand? You're selling something.
But why did he
open
the door for the police, period? Like, you didn't answer the door for the fiance, the friend's husband that showed up, but you knew the police were there? Like, were you peeking out the window? Would you have a camera outside that you could see from the inside, and as soon as you knew it was the police, then you decided to open the door?
But why open a door with a glass of that doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like this. I cannot say he did something. I'm not, but it just. Why is he just? I feel like you're just selling something. Yes, yeah. And yes, correct.
Somebody in the chat earlier said that the company that he works for is owned by the Rockefellers. So that's a whole nother rabbit hole of conspiracy theories about Big Pharma and all that. Like, I'm in the medical industry. I just graduated with my degree in medical administration. And the insurance companies and all that, there's a whole lot that can be said about that. But you gotta think, like, let's be realistic here.
Mm-hmm.
If you had nothing to hide, where did you go? I was watching something this morning on one of the like news channels on YouTube, and they were saying that because of all the press and everything, that the owner of the house asked him to move. Well, this only happened, a week ago? You had enough time to find a place to go, pack up your truck, and move?
Yeah.
Like, I know I have to move in 2 months, and it takes me 2 months to get my house together.
Right,
like,
right.
Who does that?
Right.
So that means
right.
you must have had another home because you were renting this house. Maybe you have property somewhere else. You went to live with a family member. But the biggest question is, you are wiped other than Google off of every social media platform that you were on last month. Like, I literally, when you were talking about the LinkedIn, I went there, I searched his name, I couldn't find him. So it took me to the company. And on the company's LinkedIn page, it lists all 467 or 97 employees. And it goes in alphabetical order by their first name. I went through the entire 400 people, and his name is not there. And there's people from, like, Japan and all that. Like, he was nowhere to be found on there. I searched, like, Instagram, Facebook. Like, how do you just disappear?
Right.
So
exactly.
there's a bigger picture outside of what he did that, like, something is going on. Like, something is amiss.
Right.
And we are here to figure it out.
What I'm thinking about, and I'm just thinking about this now, I'm looking at it in a different way. Why was he waiting? Why didn't he answer the doors? We all know that the guy knew the bodies were there. But why wait? What was he waiting for? What was the purpose for waiting the 7th, that night, the 8th, and the 9th? Until police got there is when he was shook and scared. What the hell?
And what if the police would have never shown up?
Ooh.
Like, would he have moved and left them there? Like,
That's
now
a good
there's
question.
more questions. Like,
you see what I'm saying, right?
Now
You see,
that you said that, like,
now
why?
you see what I'm saying
like,
when you have to you have to ask these questions. You have to ask these. I'm trying to get the chat to think differently, in a different way. Yeah,
like,
you understand.
and like you said, like someone said that there were other people there and they all left. Why did they stay?
Well, I didn't say that. I don't know
Just
for
them
sure.
three.
It could have
No,
been.
there were people in the chat that said that it was like their family members and stuff were online saying like other people were there. It was like a Super Bowl get together. You know, like all guys do. Like my exes, and like on Sunday, I know to go out with my girls and they come to the house and they chill, whatever. But usually everybody leaves at the same time because everybody has to go to work.
Right.
So why did only those three stay and nobody else? Like, what did they all eat? What did they all? Because at first when I heard, I said, okay, well maybe, you know, being that he was a scientist or whatever, he may have put something in just their drinks. And then I'm like, okay, well, then that kind of leaves a trace, like fingerprinting and all that kind of stuff. Because I watch a lot of like forensic. I used to want to be like a forensic crime scene investigator. So,
that's cool.
I watch all the shows, How to Get Away with Murder. So like, then I was like, okay, that seems like he seems too smart to do something like that.
Okay.
So then I was watching something earlier, and that's why I made that comment earlier that possibly he may have created some type of like aerosol kind of thing that he like somehow like they ingested it, but he was like not in the room with them or whatever, and like they started like feeling the effects of it and started choking, and like they went out like the closest thing, like who we don't know where like they were watching the game. Was there like a man cave and it was close to being out to the back door,
right,
or whatever,
right.
So like maybe two of them ran further out into the yard, and by the time the third person got out of the door, like he collapsed. That's why one person is by the door on the porch.
That's okay. Now
and
that
then the
was
other two were further out.
right. So that's what I was thinking about. That's exactly what I said. I was like, why is there two bodies in the backyard, but one guy was on the porch? Now, somebody in the comment, Starry Night made a comment, and I don't know if this is true, guys. And let me know if this is true. If it is true, send me a link for proof, for reference. I'd like to get the facts correct. Their phones, keys, and wallets was in the home. It wasn't on their person. Do we know that? If that's true, listen, y'all, why would the guy be next to the door then? You get it? Why would he be on the porch? The only reason that I'll be separated from the other two guys, and if I'm on the porch, is two things. And the other one, it wouldn't be true. Smoking a cigarette or weed, but you would do that with your boys. Or second, making a phone call, making a private phone call. But guess what? The wife said she didn't hear from him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why is one?
Yeah. So then,
why was one
question the phone? Like, when was the last contact between each of them with anybody that wasn't there?
Oh, you started to think like me now, huh, honey? You started to think like me, huh? Huh?
Yeah, I told you rubbing off. I'm like, I'm in it. I'm crime scene with you.
You like, crime scene with me now? So like, I'm rubbing off for you?
Yeah. I'm gonna start writing notes because, like, I fell asleep. I didn't know what time you were coming on, so I watched your podcast yesterday this morning. So I had like questions in my head. I was like, I hope I know he said he was gonna take calls today, so I was like hoping. I was like, and then I started like listening to what you were saying based on the stuff that you replayed from yesterday, and then watching people's comments. I was like, wait a minute, all my questions done changed because like people are saying stuff that like I wasn't thinking. But again, it's like once you ask one question, then you're like, okay, well, what this, like it's like a whole domino thing.
You got it. Yeah, you see, this is exactly why I tell people to ask questions.
Yeah, the end of the day, the autopsy, the toxicology. Well, I'm assuming we'll get the autopsy because I think what is it like 2 to 3 months for toxicology to come back. But those two are the keys, and now we need to know where he is, how he was able to just disappear so quickly, and what is on their phone.
Yeah,
like, did he text and say, hey, I'm like feeling kind of weird, like I'm gonna leave now, like something. Like there's too many questions.
Right, there is. You're right. 100%. This is exactly why I want to talk about it, because I like to get you guys' opinions, you know?
Yeah. Well, thank you, because I've been taking up your time, but I'm going to get back in the chat and throw out my other theories.
All right.
You keep me on my toes, though. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. You're welcome anytime. Enjoy the show, okay?
All right. Love what you do, as always. I'll see you in the chat.
All right. Bye-bye. That was good. That was good. That was very good. Maybe they all got food poisoning and went outside vomiting. Food poisoning. Interesting. Then why didn't Willis get sick? They all in their 30s. Yes, mid-early 30s. Correct. Maybe he got back up after passing out and tried to... That's true. Okay. Who said that? Who said that? No. Maybe he got back up after passing out and tried to make it back in. Dentra Ed. Yes. That is very that's probably true. Yeah. All right, guys. So I would love to have a phone call with one of the family members. If one of you guys can get in contact with one of the families, the mother, the friend, I think it's Lindsay, and then the sister of, is it David, if I'm not mistaken? I think it's David. I think so. If you guys can, if possible, if you know their Facebook, just, tell them who I am. I would love to do a live interview or recorded. I'm only doing this to help the family, to get their justice, to make sure, like, what is going on? Can I see the timeline? Okay. I'm just trying to like understand this and help. If they could answer a few questions from all of us, that would be great. You know? I believe it happened outside, Smith said. Possibly. 36, 37, and 38? Oh, okay. Or he passed out first on the porch and the others were ahead of him in the yard. How did they just all passed away, died at the same time back there? What is, like, that's just so bizarre. How was it not foul play if Willis left them outside for 4 days? Not 4 days, Rebecca. So it wasn't 4 days. It was, I would say, two and a half, a day and a half. Let me see. So let's look at the calendar. Excuse me. So this is where they're outside. So we could say from that night all the way carried to this night. That's 1 day. Carried to so a day and a half. A day and a half, 2 days, because we don't know the exact time for when they were outside. And this was in the afternoon. So I'm kind of running off almost 2 days. I'm going to say almost 2 days outside. But that's enough time for someone to be like, hey, Clayton, Ricky, David, hey, buddy, where you at? Nothing. I would have picked up, hey, have you heard from your husband? I didn't hear back from them. I was with them yesterday. And they're just gone. That didn't take place. Hey, yes, I was wondering where they're at too. Yes, I got your phone call. I don't know. They were here yesterday, but I don't. We were drunk and I fell asleep. I don't know where they're at. That didn't take place. Day passed. The next day, blew up the phone. It was 2 days. I still don't know what. Let me check my backyard. You fucking think so? Is the kitchen facing the backyard? Can we look at that, please? Jesus fucking Christ. This pisses me off. It's bullshit. This guy didn't know nothing. It's the kitchen. That's a bedroom. Okay. Here we go. This is all the pictures that I have. Okay, here we go. Kitchen. So we have, boom. All right, we're going to have to use math and science, people, okay? Work with me here. Okay, so we have a mirror. This is a mirror? Oh, that's a room. That's a mirror. This is the door. It looks like a door. The door next to blinds on the mirror. Is that that's a mirror? Wait, okay. So if this is the kitchen, on the left side, there's a window and there's another window that sticks out. A window and a window that sticks out, but that's not middle though. It looks like the backyard is in the kitchen. That's the glass separator. Okay, I'm a city boy. I'm from New York, so we don't have shit like this. So help me out, okay? Plenty. All right, you guys gotta help me do this. Hey guys, it's that detective work, okay? So this door is like beige tan. But there's a window right next to it. So if we go back, let's look at this actually. No! Bring back closed tab. Control Shift T. Bingo. Okay. The door, a window, it protrudes. There it is right there. So wait a minute. Okay. So if we take apartments in here, See-Through Fest. Let's welcome See-Through Fest. Became a Chronicle member. Let's welcome. Welcome to the Chronicle Club. We have another one.
Another one.
Welcome. Starry Night, is it true that their items were in the house or not on the person? And if you have, how is that possible? Look how close the neighbor is. Oh, this is the door window. That's see through this. Door, window. I see it. Door, window. Kitchen is right here. This is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. This is the kitchen right here. This is the kitchen. Hot Honey, thank you for welcoming our newest Chronicle Club member. Enjoy your badges, your perks, your emotes, and all the good stuff. This is the kitchen right here. Ah. You can see if there's bodies in your backyard. Even through the fucking door. Look at the door. Wait, this will be the place where they watch the game, right? The kitchen. Yes! What? That would be the place where they watch the game. Isn't it? Wait, hold on. No, that's the back. Hold on. Wait. I could be mistaken. Wait. Because that's the, hold on. If that's the back, this is the, I could have been mistaken. Hold on. This is the room. Okay, this is the living room. Okay. So it could have been here also. Or it could have been there all the back. Okay, either or. It could have been that. I don't know. What the do you see it? 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 Tell me if you see it. Tell me if you see it. Look closely. Look. Have a look. Tell me if you see it. Tell me if you fucking see it. Tell me if you see it. Tell me if you see it. Tell me if you fucking see it. Look. How the fuck you gonna miss that? In what world are you gonna miss somebody laying on that? How? You can see right through outside, if not for those windows, that door, but look at this big ass door window. How? 2 days. How, Sway? How? 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 Come on now. Come on, people. Somebody said the snow covered. Michelle, if there was enough snow, which there wasn't, Michelle, there wasn't. How, in what world, how did the fiance found all the bodies? How? Well, the wife. How? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This man is not going to go throughout his whole house for 2 days and not look once outside, not question, not look around and look for them. Okay, if he did do something, right? Let's just say he didn't do anything, which he probably, I don't know, I'm not sure. He would automatically look around if their keys and wallets and shit is in the house. All this shit is not in the car, guys. It's the car is in front of the home. Oh, come on now. It wasn't in the basement, Tanya. It was in front of, it was in the back porch. It wasn't in the basement. All these windows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see nothing? Nothing. Nothing. Regardless if he can see all through it or not. If he peeked once, you will see somebody on the fucking floor. And you're looking at that day of when she came to the house. You're not looking at the day, the second day, which was no snow, and there wasn't that secondary snow. There was 2. Look at the weather. Look at the weather. Look, 7th. That's when it all happened. The next day, night time, evening, is when it lightly snowed. Pay attention. Lightly snowed the following day in the evening. You're hearing that? There was no snow even before those days. 6th, 5th. Only the 5th, it was light fog snow, and it stopped. But that was days ago. We're talking about the 7th at nighttime. Nothing. No. And that snow, lightly snow, stopped the next day. No. No. Guys, this all points to bullfuckery bullshit. Let me tell you why. Because even if he didn't see their phones, if it was, I'm not too sure. Donald Walsh with 100 stars says that one wouldn't have been frozen. What exactly, Donna? There is no basement. There is a basement. There is. It's right here. That's a basement. You can tell by the staircase. It's going down. The floors, the way it's structured, that pole. I think that's used to sustain the main level. I sent you something. Carol, I know Carol sent me something, but I can't open up your messages, Carol. I have no idea. Your messages are glitched. I showed this on stream already. Brittany Polo, I read this on stream already. Thank you, though. I appreciate you screenshotting and sending it to me. That means a lot. The support poll, right? That's good. I like this comment. They need a chronological account of what he did for those 2 days, in my opinion. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm right there with you. All right, everybody. We got one more phone call.
Hello.
Hello, dog mom. This is Noah from Chronicle. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing so good. Good to hear from you. Thank you for becoming a Chronicle member. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes. You mind muting the stream on the TV that you're watching it from?
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You have a lot of critical thinkers on your show. Seriously. I've been learning some great information myself.
Yeah, that's why I love people that comment, that like, share, and I love it because it introduces me to new people, and they comment and get their brains thinking. You know, some comments are a bit. You know, somebody did say this aliens involved, which I think that goes too far, right? But you know,
yeah. But where I was coming from, I made a comment earlier about Brent Kopacka. You know, I was real involved and still am following the Idaho 4 case. And what I discovered is like people that you suspected or that were involved in a crime or any involvement with Allie, they were wiped out. I mean, you would go to their LinkedIn, You would go to their accounts to try to find them, to try to locate them, and they're gone, wiped out. The victims, the people that were left behind. And so when I thought of him, of course, it makes me think of an LE involvement. And the fact that he was a scientist, and if he worked for the Rothschilds, then he's got some pretty heavy connections.
He worked for the Rothschilds.
That's what one of your other callers said. One of your other callers just said that. I heard her.
Oh,
so,
yeah. That I can't. That statement, I cannot claim that one. That one I can't.
No, but I'm just saying that. Okay, he's a scientist, and he works in what was the other thing? He works for Big Pharma.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, Ashley. Yes, Ashley Webster said that. Possibly. Yes, possibly.
Possibly. Okay. But, you know, my thing is, maybe there was a reason. We don't know the background of these guys. Just a thought. And there was a hit put out on the three of them. And so he gave them something that could very possibly be undetectable unless they know what they're looking for. And so just say, you know, slip them something in a drink, something. Said, let's get high. You want to try this? Let me inject you here. Something. Who knows? Anyway, and then he went outside with them. They just didn't stumble up on their own. You know, he went out. He gave them so much time because he knew exactly the time about when they would die. And so he walks outside with them. Okay, so two fall out right away, and the other one is still kind of going. Maybe possibly a bigger guy didn't give him enough and makes it to the back door before this guy can get inside the house and shut the door. Just a thought.
Right.
And so that's how they all laid in those different spots.
Right.
But and he waited for LE to get there and didn't open the door to anyone. And I almost believed, I bet if you checked his phone, they said, let's wait till LE gets there to make sure that you're clear. Because he was cleared. He was cleared. As of right now, he's cleared. Now, LE made their check, and they ruled out foul play, and he was good to go. He was good to go and be on the road, and he was ready. I mean, he was already ready to go. So it almost sounds like a hit to me.
Right. You believe so. Okay.
And the fact that he was erased from LinkedIn and his accounts have all been pulled down. I mean, this guy just like vanished.
Yeah. Somebody gave me his Facebook page. I got to see if that's even available. Jordan Willis. Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. It is. His whole LinkedIn, that's
right. And it reminds me of, like I said, after the Idaho farm murders, the people there that were involved, all their LinkedIns were wiped out. The four that were unalived, their LinkedIns were all wiped out. Brent Kopacka was a decorated veteran, and he was taken out by SWAT. So they say. Anyway, and there was someone that got actual videos because she works really deep. She gets real deep into that, and she has her own channel, but she really does. She has receipts for what she does. And she got neighbors were like filming, other neighbors were filming what SWAT was doing. And it appeared as though he was actually killed from the inside, not from a sniper. That's how it appeared. I can't claim that. But once he was dead, the only thing you found out was that just a little blib on that he was a veteran and he had a funeral service, and that was it. And anything else on his past history was wiped out.
Somebody just commented. They said his page is actually down. His Facebook page is gone.
Yeah, everything. Oh, Jordan's Facebook page?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. He wiped himself out. I mean, he probably, on the advice of whoever, had him taken down so that he can't be found. Either it was a hit or...
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. One thing that does sound suspicious... Hello, Danielle. One thing that sounds suspicious is that I cannot understand how 3 people are dead on your property and then they just let him go. They're like, oh, it's fine. You didn't do anything. Because they didn't find anything that day and they reported that him no foul play the next day.
Exactly.
You know, from what I know, I know, I'm sorry to cut you off. I remember there was a couple of incidents that happened in New York City where the police say over here, for people that live in New York, or I'm not sure how it works in other states, they tell you, you cannot go anywhere, do not leave. This is an open investigation.
I live in California, so yes, exactly. They
say that you can't, this is open investigation. They can't keep you hostage, but they say like, you are still a suspect in this case or something like that.
Yes.
But they cleared him
because it happened on your property.
Exactly. It's a crime scene it's something that happened in your property. Now, what would be so fucking dumb is that if they found out somebody poisoned them and they let the guy go. Wow.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the other thing is, okay, remember those eye drop killings? I don't know if you heard about the eye drop killings.
No.
Okay, well, there were some people that were doing eye drop killings, putting it in their drinks. Mm-hmm. And eye drops can kill a person.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, I saw that in a movie or something like that.
Well, it's a true thing, but it takes a while. You have to be looking for it to find it. And there are other things of that nature that you have to specifically be looking for to find it. And that person that was on earlier could possibly even, confirm that.
Holy shit.
If they just do the regular talks looking for drugs, this, that, the other, they probably won't find it. Or it's something that was enough to kill them and then dissipated.
This is why, Donna, see, Dog Mom, this is exactly why I need to come up with a Chronicle search party. I'm going to fly. I'm going to go. I want to do my research. I want to go. This is exactly, you telling me this? I need to do research on that. You said, hold on. So you can't trace that?
Well, what I'm saying is there are substances, remember, he's a scientist, that can go into your body, certain things that you cannot trace or you have to know you're looking for them.
Wait a minute. Isn't that called, it enters your body and it's gone. It's untraceable. Resin.
Right.
Resin.
Right. Resin, yeah.
Is it?
There are a few things that will go into your body, and either you have to be looking for it to find it in your system, or it can dissipate in your system.
I got it. I'm pulling it up. There are no specific clinical assays for detection of resin that can be performed by a hospital, healthcare facility, clinical, or laboratory. No methods are available for the detection of resin in biological fluids. I remember I learned this, resin. Is it called resin or resin? I don't know how to pronounce it. Excuse me.
Yes, I don't either, but I know it's the same kind. I call it the same thing.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know how I figured this out, but I remember how. I don't know how. I think, was it a movie? I think it was with Seth Rogen and when they went to North Korea. They tried to kill him with resin, with his hand. I believe this is it. They try to kill him, poison him.
Racin.
I don't know, but yes.
It's R-A-C-I-N, racin, I believe, is how it's pronounced. I believe.
It don't matter. We know what we're talking about, okay?
We know what we're talking about. Yeah, let's not get technical.
That's right, Dog Mom. That's right, Dog Mom. Exactly. So.
But that would be the only thing is if he did it, if he was going to get away clean and they were able to erase everything on him, they know when they run the tox and everything on that body, they ain't going to find shit. But the thing, here's the other thing I have a problem with. Okay, if my man went to, which, is a normal common thing, I go with the girls, he goes with the guys to watch football games, I'm going to hear from him. I'm going to get a text and say, hey, baby, I'm still here. We're having some beers. I'm spending the night. I'll call you, kiss, later on to say goodnight. something. And I would imagine some of those other guys have other people in their life, and then for their cars to be there 2 days before anybody suspects anything.
Right.
I mean, anybody. I mean, until the wife waits, even the wife waits, their girlfriend, whoever she is, waits 2 days. I mean, I would be like, hello, where are you? Why didn't you come home?
Right. Exactly. I mean, my wife, I know in the future, if I have a wife, I would expect her, But I mean, the wife did go there, break the glass. She didn't play. The wife, she did what she had to do.
Right, but didn't she wait a couple of days?
I believe just one day. It was the 8th.
Okay. Because I know they spent the night. I know that the thing was to spend the night. But like I said, in my life, when me and my partner part, he'll call me that night and say, okay, we're going to be, I'm about ready to crash, whatever. We've been drinking, blah, blah, blah. I'll see you in the morning. And a goodbye call, good night call, or a text, something.
Right.
And that's just another thing I found odd.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right about that. It's just odd overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I just after the Idaho court case, there's just so much crooked shit going on in this world, and I don't know what those guys did, or I don't know. But anyway, I thought I saw something about that Willis guy playing football earlier, and then that was gone. That disappeared. So, anyway, everything on him is gone.
Absolutely. But thank you for calling so much. I'm gonna get back here and see if there's more information.
Okay. Thank you for taking my call, Nove. Love your show. Member here.
You're so welcome. You are a member. You can text, and then I'll pick up your call, okay? And thank you so much for being part of the Chronicle Club. We love you, okay?
Thank you. Love you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Yes, guys, I see Christina's post. I can't talk over someone that's on the phone. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. I did see Christina's post. I read it. So it's by PlatysCountyCitizen.com. It's called ricin. There you go. Yes, ricin. And it's poison food naturally in castor beans. But my point still stands that it is untraceable, correct? Somebody sent me something else. Sent this on Discord. Good job this is actually the home. Good job, by the way. Still see through those curtains, but that's just me. So this post you gave me was submitted a few days ago, actually. I think it just says the same exact thing. It wouldn't be any different from Inside Edition's report. There are more questions that answered about the case of the 3 men found dead at the house in the Coves subdivision of Barry Road in Platay, county last week at around 10 p.m. Tuesday. Okay, we know this, right? So she broke into the home through the basement and discovered a body on the back porch. The woman called the police and they discovered 2 more bodies in the backyard. The backyard is enclosed by a wooden privacy fence that borders Barry Road. There are no initial signs of foul play, police says. This is the same. Later last week, Kansas City police opened a suspicious death investigation. In the case. So Kansas City police think that it is a suspicious death investigation. Well, no shit, Sherlock, is suspicious. We've been saying this whole entire time. But no further details are available. The investigation has turned to the medical examiner's office as they tried to determine the cause of death for all 3 men. Not true. Can be traced. Real case. It's saying that ricin is highly unlikely to be determined as to be traceable. It is extremely deadly. It is manufactured, can kill the victim slowly to 3 to 5 days. There are no specific clinical validation assays from detection, although there are theories, and then there's also castor bean plant. No, I'm reading it right now. No, there isn't like nothing official at all. So she came from here though. How did she see it though? All right, y'all. So I am stumped on this case, and I cannot figure this out whatsoever. Starting to sound like the police involved in some way. If they found this, I mean, if they think, I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna end it with this. Oh, by the way, hit the subscribe button over at YouTube. We are almost at 8,000. 1,000 a day is crazy, right? You guys are nuts. You guys are crazy. The company that he worked for, had they posted anything about him? Jeanette, not that I know of, anything. Jeanette, anything that I know of. Like, they haven't posted anything. I can't say they haven't posted nothing. That's two negatives in a sentence. That's not. The test is called time resolved fluorescent immunocy. I had to look at it. I didn't. It said on Google on 3 different pages that there's no clinical. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They'll still find it if it is. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I want to. Damn it! I forgot what I was gonna say. It was important. I want to sum it up by saying that now cops are saying out this is a suspicious death, right? Kansas City police are saying that. Kansas police are saying that this is a suspicious death. Since they're saying that this is a suspicious death, why let go somebody that was in the same home, regardless of foul play? He left. He left, right? He moved. Do we know? We don't know. Does a cop know? Does officers? Does law enforcement know? Possible, absolutely. Mary Bell with the 100 stars, by the way, thank you. And Kay Cooney with the 100 stars. I know that who put them there. No way he didn't just know between their cars and looking at the text and calls. Exactly, Kay Cooney. Exactly. This is why we think that this is suspicious. But he ain't street smart. You're right. If it was suspicious, I don't know why they let him go. I don't understand. Probably let him move, but they probably are tracing him. Like, hey, you know what? Where's your address? Where are you gonna go? All right, stay there. Bada bada bada. As long as we know where you're at, we question you. Then who knows what he took in the U-Haul? Police are calling it suspicious now because they screwed up and let him go. Possibly, I don't know that, but possibly. Wait a minute. Police responded in the nighttime? Is this true, Ed? He is friends with LE. Guys, I don't know if that's a fact. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that for sure. I'm going to keep reading these articles for clues. Please, guys, keep reading. Let me know if anything, okay? We are still going to be talking about this. And also, we soon are going to be talking about the young teenager that stabbed his mother to death and took pictures of her body in a selfie or something. And then the father, it's just weird stuff. A lot of weird cases. 2024 is off to a crazy start. Cat Williams and now planes blowing up in the sky and aliens in Miami, which is bullcrap. This is a lot of crazy things that's happening in 2024. I tagged you in an article shows Jordan's sister's post. Guys, please send it to my DMs. I have so many notifications. I get thousands per day. Not kidding. Please, if you have anything important, send it to my DM, okay? Tagging is not gonna, it doesn't work. Not from my page, okay? Just send it to my DMs. Copy the link and paste it. All right? All right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. You didn't hear about the plane. You probably didn't hear about the father who shot the boy in the ear. I have that. I was supposed to post that for supporters only. We were supposed to talk about that, by the way. But don't worry about it, members. If you're a member or a supporter, if you have your name green with a crown or YouTube, Facebook, you have that green badge. We do get our own private stories for 30 minutes, so don't worry about it. You guys going to get that too, okay? You get exclusive content from me, posts and pictures as well, all right? All right, guys, so I am out of here. I love you guys very much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Don't worry about that. We're still talking about Savannah Soto as well. We're not done with that. More stories to come, okay? I love you guys very much. Thank you for watching. For me, one last time, if you haven't, please, 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 please hit the like and share button on Facebook. If you have not done that, tag one person on YouTube. Can we hit 400 likes before we go? I would appreciate that so much, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching Chronicle late at night, 12 in the morning on a Friday. I appreciate you guys very much. Good job, guys. You guys did a very good job, all right? I love you guys. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button before you leave. We are about to hit 8,000. Hit that sub before you run. I would appreciate that. Jeanette with the 100 stars. She said, you know what? 100 stars right before you go. Jeanette. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate you. I'm playing. I'm playing. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Go ahead, enjoy your Friday. Get out of here. Take a drink. Enjoy your day. I appreciate you guys for being. Thank you for watching Chronicle. Thank you for, we're talking about cases and stuff. We ended the case of the 3 chief friends. May they rest in peace. My love goes out to them and their family. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Good night. Good night, guys. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.